Gosh, what is the old me doing? Give me 5 minutes and let me show you the best hamstring stretch. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us again this week. We got myself, Dr. Mike and Arash.
Dr. Arash Maksudi.
Both physical therapists. Today, really quickly, we're gonna talk about hamstring stretching. Maybe why you may be doing hamstring stretching, why you may not be doing it, and then more importantly, a better way to do your hamstring stretch. So, first of all, typically when we talk about hamstring flexibility, let's go face this way, Arash. We usually think of like a sit and reach when you're on the ground or a toe touch. So let's go both feet together. And let's just see what Arash's flexibility is. Go as far as you can. Can you touch your toes? Is that as far as you can go?
That's all I got.
And you're feeling like you're limited. This is the end of Arash's, we're gonna say, his flexibility, and we're gonna take a pause. Now, to give you a comparison, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up now, Arash. I'm gonna go down on mine. So just right now, I can almost get my palms down. This is what we're gonna say my flexibility is. So common knowledge, you would say, oh, we wanna get more flexible. We're going to stretch our hamstrings. Lots of different ways that we can stretch our hamstrings. Arash is showing one of them. We can just do the exact same test. What I'm here to show you guys today is a better way to improve your hamstring flexibility. Doing these static stretches, yes, they can improve your hamstring flexibility. If we get on the ground like this and we hold this for 60 seconds, we do this multiple times a day, we do this multiple days a week, we will improve our hamstring flexibility. But that's all we're really gonna do. We're not actually gonna decrease our risk of injuring ourselves, and we're not actually gonna improve our performance. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to the stairs around the corner and show you a better way to stretch your hamstrings to improve your flexibility and also get added benefits to get stronger, decrease your risk of injury, and improve performance. We just moved into a brand new clinic and it is currently drying. We're in demo mode right now. Let's flip the camera around to show everyone. There's Craig over there. Craig can say hello, but the stairs are drying. So we're gonna stay in this room. That's the reason why we're in this room showing this video right now. So what I wanna do is a pre-test and a post-test. So both Arash and I, we kind of showed you guys earlier, we're gonna do a reach down to our toes. So we're still from the side angle again. So get an idea, and Arash, reach down as far as you can. What do you feel? So Arash doesn't get his palm down. He gets maybe all the way up to here on the ground. I'm gonna go do it now. I want to go ahead and stand up. And again, I showed you guys that I have pretty good flexibility. I'm basically palms on the ground. And then now we're gonna go long sit. So same thing, you get an appreciation of what my hamstring flexibility looks like. And again, I'm about at the wrist. Arash can go ahead and go.
Showing off.
So again, this is flexibility. This is static flexibility. Just the amount, there we go. So Arash is, yeah.
About my knuckles.
Right at the knuckles or so. So this is our static flexibility. So we can say, okay, what is limiting ourselves from getting to that point? Yes, it's our hamstring length, but it's also what our nervous system will allow us to do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna show you a little trick. So we got some kettlebells. We'll use these. Arash and I are both gonna do some double leg, or I'm gonna make Arash do this. Arash is gonna do some double leg RDLs. So RDLs typically, remember, it's a Romanian deadlift with the knee. We're gonna keep a little bit more in extended position, and we're gonna do this to try to add as much stretch to the hamstrings as possible. So a big key on this is Arash needs to try to keep his pelvis as still as possible. If he's not, he can easily probably reach the RDL to the ground if he gets it through his low back. But if we wanna try to stretch the hamstrings, he's gonna keep all that tension in his posterior chain, get a stretch in his hamstrings. Let's go slow, 5-second lower. Let's hold the bottom for about 3 seconds. Really feel that pull, use that weight to pull you down to give yourself that hamstring stretch. And then we're gonna come up. Arash is gonna do maybe 8 reps. We'll keep it really light. And then we're gonna remeasure. And I'm gonna tell you, I guarantee what we're gonna see is an increase in the amount of flexibility that Arash has. And again, we didn't do any magic. His hamstrings didn't all of a sudden get longer. We just changed what his brain is allowing him to do. His brain's gonna allow him to actually reach a little bit further just by doing something like this. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about what tightness really is and what that kind of means when we say that we experience tightness. So where are you at right now?
Probably like 7 right here. Maybe one last one.
Do one more.
It's crazy. I can feel a huge difference in just being able to get lower and lower each repetition.
30 seconds, 45 seconds. Okay,
good.
So kettlebell down. So let's just do the standing one first. So get an appreciation. I think standing, he was around here. Go ahead. Where are you at? Okay.
A little bit further.
A little bit further. Maybe hard to tell from the video. Who knows how hard it is to tell, but definitely a little bit further.
Palms
and let's
touching
go
my
now
toes.
long sitting. Get an appreciation for what that looks like. Camera's on a side view. Nice.
Yeah.
So we went from knuckles, we maybe gained about an inch in a matter of 30 seconds. And again, his hamstring distance get longer, but his nervous system is now allowing him to get there. So a lot of times there's tightness that we feel like, oh, my hamstrings are tight, my calves are tight, my thing, like what is something that feels as tight? It's just our brain telling us that, hey, it may not be used to whatever range of motion we're putting it in. So we can stretch, and I guarantee that if Arash and I, if we just did static stretching and we were down here the entire time for about a minute for the same amount of time, we may see the same increases in range of motion that we just did through this loaded dynamic stretching. But with doing something like this, not only are we increasing our flexibility, we're actually working on getting our hamstrings stronger. And over time, when we do eccentric training like this, not only do we see that flexibility increases, which is the goal of stretching, but we actually can decrease our risk of injuries, things like hamstring strains, because we're actually getting the hamstring stronger. So hamstrings are easy to demonstrate, but this applies to all different muscle groups. There's nothing wrong with stretching. Tommy, one of our riders, check out him over here. Great blog, great podcast. Hopefully it's not on Arash's face. Had a really good article on what stretching is and what stretching isn't. And more importantly, most people stretch, but they stretch for the wrong reasons. If you're stretching just to get flexible, go for it. But if you're stretching to improve your performance or decrease your risk of injury, it's time to rethink that. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this weekly YouTube video. We will be back every week, Tuesday night.
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning. We'll be back every Tuesday morning. Subscribe if you like this video. Please give us a thumbs up. Hopefully, as this clinic gets evolved, we are going to be able to actually go outside and show you guys a little bit more. We weren't expecting that to be drying, but we'll see you guys next week.